Nigeria Union of Journalists, Ondo State Council, Leki Adegbite, and other professionals also implored their colleagues to step up their game of educating the people as the country prepares for the 2023 general elections.
You cannot sow cocoyam and reap yam. No. Since your participation from the beginning had been faulty, negative, then you should not expect anything positive. But I believe all of us, if we make up our mind that we want this country to be better, then we can do it. Each one of us participating, doing his role the way he should do it. I think that's the message of His Lordship.
Through our editorial, through our special reports and feature stories, we should try as much as possible to raise alarm over the current trend of no money, you can't get to position.
Other highlights of the celebration was a lecture on the theme of the celebration and the inauguration of new leaders of the Catholic media practitioners, headed by former Osrc's Sunday Ajongbolo.
The mandate also given to us is to create a very good rapport with all media practitioners in Ondo State, with a view of communicating peace to our people.
The occasion afforded stakeholders to recommit to a new Nigeria where information will be disseminated to drive societal rebirth. Richard Elesomi, Osrc News.
School students and adolescent girls have been charged on proper hygiene management regarding their menstrual periods. A non-governmental organization, Center for Blissful Home Initiative, led by Mrs. Esther Ayo-Ladapo, made this call during a sensitization and public lecture at Ijoba High School, Akure North Local Government Area of Ondo State. Joy Powers reports that the theme for this year's Menstrual Hygiene Day is Making Menstruation a Normal Life by 2030.
World Menstrual Hygiene Day is observed on May 28 every year since 2014 to break the taboos and end the stigma around menstruation. The day aims to raise awareness about the challenges regarding access to menstrual products and education about menstruation and period-friendly sanitation facilities. To mark this year's Menstrual Hygiene Day with the theme Making Menstruation a Normal Life by 2030, a non-governmental organization, Center for Blissful Home Initiative, set up in 2019, took awareness campaign to Ijoba High School in Akure North Local Government Area of Ondo State. The Deputy Executive Director, Center for Blissful Home Initiative, Mrs. Esther Ayo-Ladapo, stated that as part of the global efforts to build a world where no female is held back because she menstruates come 2030, the non-governmental organization is poised to improve the awareness level of the students and teachers through sensitization on the importance of menstrual hygiene and how to achieve it.
Menstrual Hygiene Day, WMHD, is globally celebrated to highlight the importance of good menstrual hygiene to address the challenges and hardships many women and girls face during their menstruation period, to highlight the positive and innovative solutions to address these challenges.
In their goodwill messages, the General Director of the NGO, Pastor Ayo-Ladapo, and others emphasized the need for the public to desist from stigmatizing female children, but instead provide amenities needed for the girl child during such period.
It's a thing of joy for a lady to grow up and begin to menstruate. Therefore, there must not be stigmatization in it.
Addressing students, the Director of News and Current Affairs Department, Ondo State Radio Vision Corporation, Nike Busari, represented by Omoshiliola Adesoye Ajayi, charged the students on the do's and don'ts during menstruation.
Anytime you go to visit the restroom, ensure that you clean your genital area. Change your sanitary pads, your sanitary towel, every 6 hours. If you don't take proper precaution, then you can have high chances of infections.
The principal, Ejioba High School, Mr. Timothy Olobayo, represented by the vice principal, Mrs. Olufunke Osoyinbi, and some students appreciated the NGO for the gesture.
We are fortunate in Akure North to choose our school as a center to mark the anniversary 2022 World Menstrual Hygiene Day.
There's no person that has to stigmatize us. Nobody has the right to stigmatize us. We are made by God.
Most of us didn't know how to take care of ourselves, and from a lot of things we learned today, we'll be able to take care of ourselves.
I've learned a lot today, and there are some things I don't understand before, but with this program, I understand this very clearly.
Sanitary towels were distributed to the young schoolgirls to enable them adequately take care of themselves during their monthly cycles. Joy Pius, Osrc News.
Two-day training program for the staff of Ondo State Agency Against Gender-Based Violence is rounded off with a charge to the workers to renew their commitment to fight inhuman treatment. The Executive Secretary of the agency, Joel Ogundadegbe, told the participants that the emotional consequences of gender-based violence could leave the victims with scars for life. Joy Pius again reports.
The grand finale of the two-day training organized by the Ondo State Agency Against Gender-Based Violence to upgrade its staff was concluded with a lecture delivered by the Director, Guidance and Counseling Department in the State Ministry of Education, Science and Technology, Mrs. Olufunke Ademuyiwa, who underscored effective counseling in the fight against gender-based abuse.
Once that person I want to counsel feels that you will not achieve anything because he or she is not good. You must cooperate with you. For every session, you must have an aim. What exactly do you want to achieve? For your counselor to be effective, it must do what? Achieve its aim.
Another resource person said essence of the training program is defeated if the staff of the agency fail to deploy their professional acumen to handle gender-related concerns.
They are representing government so well that when they see you, they say, no, government is good. That is what professionalism is. The way you do your day-to-day job, especially when dealing with customers, that will make the customer to say, no, government is right. Once you have been able to achieve that, you are a professional, whether you are a cleaner or a PS.
The event also featured a presentation of 2021 Violence Against Person Prohibition and its implementation strategy to highlight alternative mechanisms to resolving conflicts and the role of enforcement agencies in curbing gender-based abnormality, among others.
It is an adoption of the big law, that's the VAP Act 2015, which seeks to prohibit all forms of violence against every person. So it's not just about women or men. The law also makes provisions for offenses and effective remedies for victims. The law also punishes offenders.
So a good comprehensive history should be taken, which is survivor or victim tells the story the way he or she wants to sustain. When you are dealing with a patient, a survivor, a victim of GBV, you need to be patient. So we don't normally wait for incidental shift that introduce the person. Because it's the incidental shift that will tell you this is what happened. Just ask, madam, can you tell me what happened?
Participants described the interaction as timely because it availed the opportunity to discuss some of the challenges they encounter in the line of duties. Going by the convictions of the attendees, it is believed that the training would count for them in the discharge of duties. Joy Pius, Osrc News.
Movements and other activities have been paralyzed as youth in Irese, Federal Local Government area of Ondo State, staged a protest over a total blackout of the community for 4 months. Road users and government workers in the area expressed disappointment over the action of the protesters who blocked the major road leading to the town early today. Omori Olahunbeji reports that security operatives are at the scene to bring the situation under control.
Demonstration has become a regular avenue to express grievances over unacceptable action, situation, or decision taken by authority. Zikiru Aluko is one of the affected victims stranded at the scene of the protest at Osrc community in the federal local government area of Ondo State. He was assigned to supply goods to customers who, according to him, had been waiting anxiously for their deliveries. The youths here are lamenting that they have been in darkness for the past 4 months, with efforts made to correct the situation, all to no avail, pointing accusing fingers at the company handling power for handling the situation with levity. Traders are not left out as they throw their weight behind the youths.
At February 18,
These youths are determined that no vehicle or motorcycle will pass the route, irrespective of passers-by excuse or plea. This is Monday morning, when business activities are expected to resume for the week.
I'm supposed to be on my way to work. It's affecting me. The money we have been built, my own family, we have paid. There are more ways of doing things in a civilized way. You don't just, there's no notice, nothing, just block the way and keep